It's time again to say some things that I'd like to say. Because I think that it's neat how we are all reflections, like I've said before, but in that we don't know where our own thread goes. We can think that we do, but I think that's the comedy inherent in life is that, the best laid plans and all that jazz. And that we never know how we're intertwining with other people's paths. Be it a smile, the littlest thing, because I was thinking about all the synchronicities that happen, say, on the radio, I know friends who say that, oh, that radio station always plays exactly what they need to hear. And I can believe that because there's enough data, there's enough songs in existence currently to field most of human emotional capacity. And so for then that radio station to have that selection of songs, and then for that particular DJ at that particular time that you're particularly listening at to pick something that resonates with you specifically, that's not the goal of that radio DJ. He doesn't know, oh, that guy out there needs to hear this right now. He does what he wants to do, and thereby that flows into what you needed to hear. So I find that I try sometimes to preempt and prepare and have all of my ducks in a row, but somebody said, those ducks are already walking and quacking regardless if you're paying attention to where they're at, in what shape or anything like that. Follow the synchronicities. They're different for everybody because those truths are relative. I, right now, don't know what I'm doing and don't know where this path is leading, but I know that I'm directly on course because the synchronicities that show my way to remind me to trust and to have clarity and to believe and to love. Signs that I bought for friends at their housewarming that I forgot about. Reading those signs and going, oh, what wonderful knowledge. And they said, but you gave those to us years ago. And now I'm living in a room adjacent to where those signs hang, and I get to show myself my own messages that I meant to give to somebody else. I really could talk about it endlessly. The clarity, curiosity, synchronicity, possibility, probability, perspective, reflective perception that we're each individually going through, and just using creativity to throw fishing lines or create bridges so that we can possibly understand each other a little better. I know I say, there's no such thing as just, unless it has to do with justice and that sort of just. And there's no such thing as supposed to. That's an arbitrary thing we made up to make ourselves feel like we're not doing enough by being. So I want to change it to not supposed to, but what I'm meant to do. And so I realize that meant is the same line of etymology as meaning. What do I mean to do? Well, I mean to help, and I trust that I am doing that even when I'm not aware of it, that I keep getting the intuition, and I feel like a lot of you are too, perhaps, that being is a doing, that your purpose here is to be yourself and do that. Be that to the best of your ability. And talking to young people about how they think, oh, what am I supposed to do with my life? I really want to encourage them to be themselves before, I think that's the first step before you can really be doing the thing that you're meant to or want to be doing. I think meant to and want to should coincide in the end, hopefully. Because if you're not doing what you want to do, you're probably not doing what you're meant to be doing, and vice versa. So, I hope each of you out there is doing something good for you today. I endlessly remind myself, and you too, that when in doubt, the answer to the question is always a really deep breath or a big drink of water. So I'll do one, and then the other, and you all do something that your intuition body tells you you are good to do for you. Fun tip of the day. Since I've been teaching this, I'll teach it to you. A wonderful lady named Soti Bluebird from Scotland taught me this in Mount Shasta, California. It's muscle testing, and it's going to work as well as you believe in it. It works just like any other divination tool, like a pendulum or tarot cards. Your belief is what can perpetuate it and make it stronger. So, if you're going to try it, give it some, maybe pick things that really have yes or no answers for you that you're already aware of. So, to some extent, subconsciously. The way that you can muscle test for yourself, I'm going to do it up here so you can see, but I usually do it in front of my solar plexus, above my belly button and below my chest. But you link your fingers together. And so the idea is that your subconscious is attached to your body, and so that when bad decisions decisions that don't support your highest self make us weak, and decisions that do support our highest self, we can stay strong. So like I did it today, I wanted to buy a snack, and I said, I don't know if this is really what I want. And I asked my body, okay, is this what I want? And I put it in front of me, and I thought about it, and it was strong. But I had something just the other day where I was like, should I do this? And I just could not, as hard as I tried, hold on. So yes or strong response is strong, and no or weak response literally, physically makes you weak. So fun tip for the day. It's called muscle testing. There's other techniques, but that is one that I like to share because I like to use it. Works for me. Belief is the ultimate key, and I believe that believing in me is how I've gotten to this point. So I hope that you believe in you, because that is one of the very first steps, I'd say. For me, I think deep breathing was how I got even there, but I guess for me it went breath, learning to ask what I even wanted or who I wanted, and then surrendering and allowing myself to be who I was and what I wanted. And then belief was the next. Belief and faith in myself. And then, of course, release or let go, receive, which is a cycle. And then accept is where I'm at now. I'm working on acceptance, coming back to hues of trust and clarity. And I think an overarching theme of the whole thing is grace. Chris Pratt, just in a speech talked about how everyone's going to say you're perfect just the way you are, but they're wrong. There's no such thing as perfect. And understanding that, and then being your best you, regardless of the idea of perception of perfection, that's grace. Maybe I'll do another video on grace sometime, but for now, I hope you all have a beautiful day. Hooray. Love you. Bye.